Good evening, everyone. After the home team won each of the first 4 games, the Swift Current Broncos broke serve yesterday here in Regina and had the chance to send the Pats' playoff hopes into the ditch. All it would take tonight is a win in front of the home crowd at the Credit Union Iplex in Swift Current. And yes, the fans came out in full force for this one. A full house in Swift, hoping for the Broncos' first series win in almost a decade. Didn't take them long to get on the board. Cody Eakin walks out of the corner, works his way into the middle and takes the shot. Goes high on the blocker side of Lyndon Rowett to make it 1-0. Not done there. Dale Weise, 2-0, just 5 minutes into the game. Other end of the rink, it would be a chance for the Pats as Scott Doucette, looking for the opportunity to beat Travis Yonkman, can't do it, and then exaggerates the push into the goaltender and gets racked on a goaltender interference call on the ensuing power play. The point shot from Michael Wilson is tipped out front by Jordy Woodrick. It would be 3-0 Swift Current. Lyndon Rowett allows 3 goals on 8 shots. 7 minutes into the game, his night is done. Jeff Bosch in relief. He was also tested. The Broncos come close to adding to it. Logan Pyatt bails out his goaltender there. Now, the Regina Pats didn't get their first shots until the Broncos had 14. But before the intermission, Jordan Eberle on the breakaway. Not sure why that wasn't a penalty shot. The Pats do get a power play out of it, but it's 3-0 Broncos after 20 minutes. Yonkman continues to play very well in the second period, stops Doucette and Ryan DePape. Pats eventually get to him as DePape scores on the rebound. It would be 3-1 after 2 periods of play, and in the third period, DePape scores again. He picks up the rebound off the end wall, gets his second of the night, third of the series, to make it a 3-2 contest. The Pats had their chances to tie things up. Jordan Eberle allowed with the one-timer, but it's Yonkman that gets a piece of that one. A little later on, it'll be Eberle again. Tries to dangle his way into glory, but it would be Yonkman that covers up and holds on for the whistle. Late in the third period, Pat's net is empty. Desperation time for the Queen City Kids. Dale Weise turns the puck around the other way, and he would score into the empty net. Sends the crowd at the Iplex into a frenzy, and sends the Regina Pats off the ice, hanging their heads as it's the Broncos that close it out. They win the series in 6. 5-2 is the final tonight. Lee Jones made the miles and has this post-game breakdown.
Winning their first division banner in 10 years, the Pats had high expectations heading into the playoffs, only to have their dreams busted by the Broncos in Game 6. Swift Current scored 3 quick goals in the first period and hung on for the 5-2 victory, winning their first playoff series since 2002.
I think last year we learned from it, and this year I think that we persevered, lost throughout the series, and that once Weise got that empty net there, it was a great feeling. I mean, it was indescribable, just to know that we're going on the second round.
I made the saves I had to. I tried not to let in any weak ones, and throughout the series, I made the saves that could have won us the series.
Anytime you're going to win in playoffs, you have to have great goaltending. I thought he provided that. He had some, super game savers that, kept the game either where it was at.
We got beat as a team, so, I'm trying not to put too much of it on myself. There's our older guys, me included, didn't step up, when it was most needed.
Oh, it was just crushing. That was my main goal was to obviously get to the Memorial Cup final, and when that comes crashing down, it's very not a pleasant thing, that's for sure.
So while the Pats clean out their locker room, the Broncos prepare for the second round of playoffs. They don't know yet who they're going to play, but they do know they'll start off on the road for games 1 and 2. Lee Jones, TSN, Swift Current.